Governor Quinn may be facing one less challenger in his race for re-election. Fox Chicago News has learned the candidacy of William "Doc" Walz is in serious jeopardy after a challenge of his nominating petitions. Our Dane Placco has that story.
They should be able to count to 5,000, but apparently they can't.
Democratic candidate for governor William "Doc" Walz says he's angry and frustrated. The state electoral board has found Walz is at least 11 signatures short of the 5,000 he needs to get on the February primary ballot.
The board's numbers are wholly inaccurate, and they recognize that they're inaccurate, but they're making us jump through hoops to get good and accurate numbers.
Walz turned in more than 9,000 signatures on his petitions, but a challenge funded by the campaign of Governor Pat Quinn managed to invalidate more than 4,000 of those signatures.
Is Doc Walz going to get on the ballot?
No, absolutely not. Too many bad signatures.
Election attorney Bert Odelson led that challenge. He says Walz is actually more than 100 signatures short and says there's no question Walz will be disqualified when the state election board makes its formal ruling, possibly next week.
The law has said it's all on the candidate. You're responsible, Mr. Candidate, to turn in the right amount of signatures according to law.
Few believe Walz was going to beat out Quinn or Dan Hines in the race for the nomination, but as the only African-American candidate, he was going to draw votes. Walz says the governor risks alienating black voters.
The downside for him is if he were successful knocking off the only African-American on the ballot, there would be a huge backlash.
Walz believes he can prove he has enough valid signatures to stay in the race. He also drew the top spot on the ballot. And if he's knocked off, that important top spot goes to Governor Quinn. Dane Placco, Fox Chicago News.
And Bert Odelson, who's the attorney who's running the challenge against Walz's petition, says he may ask the election board to also disqualify Walz because he put the name Doc on his petitions. Odelson says that even though this is his nickname, state law prohibits candidates from using professional titles on the ballot.